Peace, peace, y'all. Welcome to today's mathematics with your girl, Sunshine Monet L. We are still in the double eights. We're only 3 days in the double eights. I feel good about this, though. Really about enforcing your solar plexus chakra heavily, but also remembering high highs make low lows. So be the homeostasis in the middle in the way that you enforce things. That's the best way to go about it. Yeah, I'm gonna do better. Okay, so today is a day of 3. 3 is the number of emotions and creativity. 3, the third house is Gemini house. Now we're dealing with your community, your communication skills, and your throat chakra. This is the internal side of your throat chakra. So it's like the awareness and the thought that goes behind what you express in that Virgo side of your throat chakra. The goal is to be stable here, and I spoke about that heavy on the 828, but coming back into in the 838, we want stability here. We want stability in our community. We want stability in our communication and our thought process, and being fickle is not the best route to go. Like, yeah, we want to be adaptable and flexible to the people, places, things, and situations that we have in our space, but we still want a sense of stability so that we can be grounded in what it is that we want instead of always changing our minds. So find your groundedness in this 3-day. Find groundedness in your emotions. Find groundedness in what you create. Today is an awesome day of creation. Build the things that you want to see in the world, right? So we love it here in this emotional day. We're going to take that 3 and we're going to put it into the 8. So once you have that sense of groundedness and what you wish to invoke and what you wish to have in your space, what you're going to do is you're going to, add that to your solar plexus chakra and enforce it, express it, because 8 rules over the external side of your solar plexus chakra. So it's like, what are you, pushing out? What are you enforcing? Be a celestial enforcer and what you want, and with that 3 told you that you should, be focused and stable on, right? So now we come into a space of 11 once we do that, because when you enforce the 8, of course, you're building and destroying some things in your space, providing transformation, moving in your power, and we love it here. So as you do that, you come into an 11, which is a sense of mastering. Congratulations, you are mastering things. And this is when you pour so well into yourself that you start to inspire other people. And they're like, oh my gosh, we see you, da 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 da. So more so today in that space of enforcement, you're going to start affecting other people outside of yourself. You're going to start pouring into other people outside of yourself as you be focused on yourself, because we spent the first 2 days of the month of 8 in the year of 8 to really think about, okay, how do we feel about the month of 7? What are we wishing to enforce that we, did in the month of 7, finding balance, harmony in our heart chakra, and making sure that it's our internal side that's reflecting outside and not the outside reflecting inside, right? So now that we do that, utilize that to help you with your stability and your sense of mastery. That's definitely going to be, inspirational. And again, following your heart, following, your thought process and what it is that you want, your emotions and things of that nature on that 3. So yeah, we're at this 11. We're going to put the 11 to the 8. The 8 is going to bring us to 19. We know we're in the area of the wood dragon. I told you guys about the wood dragon, about how, it's all about stabilizing yourself and being grounded. High highs and low make low lows, and low lows make high highs. The goal in the year of the wood dragon is to be the homeostasis in the middle. This is not time to we're gonna go because then you become your resistance. And then it's not time to be so nonchalant and detached that you also become your resistance. Both ways you could become your resistance this year, y'all. So be careful if you want your gifts and things like that, especially for my dragons in the back. Be the homeostasis, y'all. So we have knowledge being born, right? We have, that Aries, that gut that controls the mind. Everything starts with the thought. We have that cardinal energy, being ambitious, being motivated, and it's coming to being motivated on that 9. The utopia, the generosity, the wisdom, the oracle, and the sage that comes to your sacral chakra, your nervous system, and how you wish to express what's going on in that Pisces side of you, that, that internal mayat. Like, what is it that you want to enforce from that? What kind of thoughts are you getting from your sacral chakra that make you, want to put it to your mind and put it to your actions and start building and destroying the things around you to accommodate that? You know what I'm saying? So today overall is a day of 1, because as you start to create a space, give birth to the knowledge that you get from, this mastery and pouring into yourself and, paying attention to your community and what you want focus and stuff like that, you're going to give birth to what you want. And then once you give birth to what you want, you get knowledge of what happens. Now pay attention to what happens. Is this what you wanted to happen? Is this not what you wanted to happen? Did you want something different? All those answers matter. It's okay. We in the month of 8 for the next like 30, 31 days. So you, and even you already know the month of September is going to give us, the month of 9 is going to give us time to come back to the 8 in some type of way, shape, or form. So you get to rehash again a little bit. Right now we're entering our retrograde season with when it comes to Mercury, which deals with our routine, our habits, our self-management and stuff like that. So we're getting an opportunity to rewind everything we did in the month of 7 to make sure that that's really what we want. And that's really what we're doing, so allow this month of really enforcing all the things that we did in the month of 7 to see like, yeah, this is what I like. This is a harmony. It's a balance. It's like going to finishing the test and then going back and checking your work. You know what I'm saying? Check your work. Make sure you're in, this your life. This your reality. Let's talk about the astrological report. We start the day off with a 2% waning crescent moon. We're in that moon of cleansing the non-tangible things in our space. Moon rising at 4:40 a.m. and setting at 8:11 p.m. We are in Cancer, in that womb, in the half of the 6-9, because we're in that 9 with that 1 and 9 today in numerology. And we're in Cancer sidereally. We're still in that Gemini constellation a little bit. We're in the 4th house, that 4th house of home and family, nurturing. What nurtures you on this day of 3? Where's your nurturing? Where's your emotions at? Where's your creative energy at? Where that cultivates you? You know what I'm saying? Sunrise at 6 a.m. and setting at 8:10 p.m. The moon and Pollux are in conjunction today at 8:06 p.m. The moon is 2.6 degrees south. Minimal angle at 6:44 p.m. The moon is 2.5 degrees south-southwest. Observe at 5:04 a.m. with a 6.9 degree east-southeast separation. So that's still giving us that Gemini constellation energy. We're still around those Abeji twins, giving us that sense of loyalty and togetherness. The thing with the Abeji twins is you ask certain people where their story was, they'll be like, oh man, they were a menace. They were going around, they were starting fights with everybody. It was horrible. But then you ask other people, it's like, oh my God, they were so brave. They would go around and challenge anybody. Like, they were real warriors. So it's just like, that is the fickleness of the outside world. Now, what do you feel within while everybody's telling their versions of their stories? You know what I'm saying? Kappa Cygnus activity begins today. Their max activity is on the 18th of August, and they move at 3 an hour from the Cygnus constellation. And then the moon in Persepi, so by the end of the night we will end up in the Cancer constellation. So the moon and Persepi are in conjunction at 8:37 p.m. The moon is 2.5 degrees north. Minimal angle at 9:48 p.m. The moon is 2.3 degrees northeast. And as we get into the new moon phase, this interaction will not be visible for us. But Persepi gives us that star insight and intuition. It can be a little brash. It can be a little harsh because we know we got to get through that hard shell on top before we get to that ooey gooey goodness in the middle. However, remember, those two sides are there for a reason. You need both of them. Just be mindful how you use both of them, and And that's what I got for you today, my cosmic nobodies. Peace.